Wow, I'm stoked. My first American Strat. First ever. Never owned an American Strat. Now I can say I have. Not April Fools. This is my Bullfighter Strat style guitar. And let me just put this down, guys, so you can see it better. Okay. Rather have my head out of the video so that you can see the guitar. So, I felt obligated to try one of these things out. Now, a couple of videos ago, if you recall, I had a little fun with some of the translation from a foreign language to English, and had a little fun with the video on the bone pillow and this and that and the other. Multiple fretboards. You know the video I'm talking about. And I said, you know what? All kidding aside, the guitar seems to have pretty decent specs and decent looking, and the price was something I couldn't turn down. So I said, let me try it out. So, let me see here. That's a little bit better. So, I tried it out, and this is what I got. This guitar is interesting because it's listed by several different names on Amazon. So, the site I bought it under on Amazon, or the deal I got it for under Amazon, was listed as Bensica as the brand, Benssica. But this guitar, as you can see on the headstock, is in fact what I thought it was and what it showed in the picture, a Bullfighter, which I've seen really, really good reviews, and on some of the guitar forums, decent, reviews for as well. But I've never personally tried one out, so I was very curious. And guys, this price was all over the place. It's $129.99, $119.99. It's back up to, I think, $109.99 or $119.99 on Amazon. When I bought this, it was listed as $89.99 with a 10% off coupon. So I got it for just about $80 free shipping, which, guys, is an insanely good price for this guitar. I am stoked at how good quality this Strat style guitar is for the money. I mean, thank God I pulled the trigger and went with this thing and had a chance to actually see and play this thing, because I'm quite frankly, I'm blown away. Now, it comes with, let me just put this down for 1 second. For that price, it also ships with, and I'll be right back, this here, ships with this gig bag, which is a decent quality, actually, gig bag. It's not super padded. In fact, it's very thinly padded, if any. But it's a nice, heavy material, so I don't think it's going to rip. And it's certainly good enough to protect the guitar. And the zipper works fine. It's just, it's a serviceable gig bag. Throw that over there. It also came with this guitar cord, which, is a decent guitar cord. It's not a super heavy duty one, that's for sure, but it looks like it's, it'll work. And obviously the tremolo bar. Also comes with another guitar cord that looks a bit longer than that one. Comes with an extra set of strings in here, a box of strings, a guitar cleaning cloth inside the bag, a clip-on tuner, electronic tuner, and what else do we have? A strap, a guitar strap, and picks. All for the price. That's ridiculous, which is $80 free shipping. So this happened to be a deal on Amazon. And if you see this guitar at that price again, I would grab it. Now, let's talk about the guitar. Oh, shipping-wise. Came in an oversized box from Amazon. We've all seen those things. The thing was huge. And inside that was this box, which is the Bullfighter labeled, branded box. It was a little bit, you can see here, messed up. But that's Amazon for you when they ship. But fortunately, it came inside that gig bag, no damage to the guitar. let's talk about the guitar. So, this guitar goes by, as I said before, many different names on Amazon. Bensica, i.e. Bullfighter, which is where I bought this guitar. And it didn't say Bullfighter anywhere on the description. You had to look on the headstock. It also goes under the name of, well, I shouldn't say under the name. There are also guitars made in this exact same factory, and they share the website that Bullfighter has, company or guitar brand called Minisine, Minisine. Hopefully I'm not butchering that name. But the Minisine brand is the same factory that these guitars are made out of. I would assume very similar quality. The headstock is different. And then there's a guitar called Bull Star that's made apparently out of the same factory. So there are several different brands. This headstock looks a lot like Monoprice to me. It also looks a lot like the headstock on another guitar, another Strat style guitar. And why does the name escape me right now? It'll come to me later. But they also have a very, very similar headstock to this. I'm not, super crazy about the beak, but if you guys are handy and you shave that beak off, it'll look very, very close to a Strat style headstock. It has 2 string trees, as you can see. That's where the truss rod adjustment is. The tuners. These tuners are unbelievably good for a budget guitar. They're Bullstar branded. I don't know how well you could see that in the gloss and the light and the reflection. But these are Bullstar branded or Bullfighter branded tuners. And they're very, very tight, firm, extremely good. They're described as being 18-to-1 gear ratio, and they very well might be that, because they're probably amongst the best budget guitar tuners that I've had. Really good for the price. What else? Let's see. The company, Bullfighter, Changsha Bullfighter out of China, was established in 2015. So it's going on 10 years that the company has been selling these style guitars. This model is a D120. D like dog, 120 model guitar. I love the color of this particular one that was on sale. This was the only color on sale at that price, and I love it. It's like a 3-tone sunburst. You can see it's dark around the edges, and then it bleeds into a little bit darker brown, and then into the lighter brown in the center. Really pretty. Has a 3-ply pickguard, white, black, white on the guitar. Has your standard hardware that you would find on a Strat style guitar. So it has 1 volume tone and 1 volume knob and 2 tone knobs. No split coil capability. Has a 5-way switch, which is very, very firm. Not a lot of play, which is, again, nice for this priced guitar. The tremolo is locked down to the wood of the guitar, so it's not floating. So you'd have to probably play around on the back of the guitar, play around with the springs, and make this tremolo more functional if that's what you want. Again, I don't use the tremolo, so it's perfect. I like it like this because it adds to stability from a tuning standpoint. Let's see, what else do we have to talk about here? 22 frets. They look like medium jumbo to my eyes. HSS. It says on the translation that they're Alnico. I am taking them for their word. I didn't open this thing up to check or anything, so if these are Alnico pickups, it's really a good deal at this price. It's ridiculous. Tuners I went over are good. I believe that bone pillow is supposed to be the nut being bone. I can't tell. It looks very white, doesn't have that yellowish color to it, so it looks to me like a plastic nut. But again, I have no way of confirming that. I guess you can chew on it like Phil McKnight does, but it's attached, so it's not going to work. What else? Trying to think if I'm missing anything here. That's pretty much the basics. The neck is a nice thin C. It's the best way for me to describe it. It has a very, very slight gloss on the back of the neck. I absolutely love this neck and love the feel of it. It's a beautifully finished neck. The fretboard also has a very, very slightest gloss to it, which is nice. So those of you that don't like, the raw wood, but you don't like the gloss, this is right there in the middle. It's perfect. Guys, all I can say is I've tried, as you know, a lot of budget style Strat guitars, a lot, on Amazon and eBay and elsewhere. For this price, which is roughly $80, or even for the $109, $119 price, right? This is as good or better than any budget Strat guitar that I've tried around that price point, or slightly even more, up to $200, put it that way. It is that good. The neck is beautiful. The finishing on this guitar is fantastic. There wasn't a blemish or a run-on or a neck fret crack. It's just perfect. Look at the heel joint on the neck on this thing. It's rounded off. On budget guitars, you never see this. I mean, it's just so nicely done on here. The neck plate, the back of the guitar, 4-screw, is metal. Embossed in the metal is the logo of the company, Bullfighter. I mean, it just has, premium type feel to this guitar, which is insane. Crazy. I would say, I haven't weighed it yet, but I would say this thing is on the lighter side. It's probably 8 pounds maybe, or shy of 8 pounds, maybe in the mid 7s to low 7s, I would guess. So, which is, a little bit light for a Strat, but probably right where other Strats are, actually, if you like them on the lighter side rather than heavy. It's not super light, but it's far from heavy. It's just a perfect weight, in my opinion. Doesn't have a ton of neck dive, although it has a little bit. A little bit, not much. What else? The wood is described as being poplar. So, and that's used a lot. Basswood, poplar, used a lot on budget guitars. And it's even used predominantly now on Fenders. So, and classic vibes I've gotten with a poplar body. But I just love the grain. I don't know how well you could see that on this guitar. It's just finished beautifully. This sunburst is done extremely well. But let's listen to it now and hear what it sounds like, some of the tones. So right now, I have it on clean, right? Clean setting, and I'll just play a couple of basic chords. So that's the humbucker. We'll play a couple of chords so you can hear what the humbucker sounds like clean. I'll put some distortion on. hear what it sounds like with some distortion. So, again, this guitar is just breaking in right now. Strings aren't even stretched. I just wanted to quickly show you the guitar. I will be back with a more in-depth description of the playing experience with this thing. In fact, I'm going to come back probably with another video where I'll compare this to a MIM, a made in Mexico, and give you my feelings on the guitars. But right now, out of the chute, this is probably, or it is, I shouldn't say probably, it's the most impressive feeling and playing budget Strat that I've played in recent times. It really is that good. I can't think of another brand at this price point that comes close to this in terms of finishing, in terms of feel, in terms of the comfort of the neck. The pickups are serviceable, right? I'm not giving you great representation through what I just played, but these pickups are fine for someone playing at home. These tuners are stable for a budget guitar. They feel well, they hold tune. Well, I mean, I think they do because the strings aren't stretched yet, so naturally it's going to go out of tune a little bit. But they really feel much better than your average budget tuners. I love the three-tone sunburst on this guitar, and the finishing is fantastic from Bullfighter. I love the weight of the guitar is perfect. I think right out of the chute, my favorite aspect of this guitar is just the overall feel of it. It just feels like a much better guitar than a budget guitar. It feels like you're playing a Fender. It really does. The neck is just beautiful. I love this thin neck. The action was set right out of the box. There's no string buzzing. It seems to be, fairly well intonated. The frets are fine on this guitar. There might be a couple of them that I may have to just, attend to a bit, but all in all, the frets are perfect, for someone playing it. So right out of the chute, if you pull this thing out of a box, it's playable, right? It's playable. So they took the time at Bullfighter to actually, attend to this thing before they shipped it out. I'm impressed. It's a great budget guitar. And again, my tongue-in-cheek, humor of the English translation, boy, oh boy, this speaks louder. Music speaks louder than words, as they say. This thing is just awesome. And, props to Bullfighter. They did a great job with this one. If this represents what all their other guitars are like, I'm certainly going to try out more in the future. So, guys, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. The Bullfighter D120 Strat style guitar, HSS. If you have any questions, put them below in the comments. If you like these videos, please subscribe. And as always, guys, until the next time, be well and stay safe. Take care.